king, I am not a god, I am Hunkpain.
What's good YouTube and welcome! In this video we're going to break the game using Revenant Slum build with the Magistar Slum build, taking down level 9999 enemies, one-shotting them, damage cap, millions of damage, you name it. Let's go.
Oh shit, here we go again. Yeah, boy. What?
Oh my god, that was crazy! If you enjoyed, let me know in the comments below, hit the like and subscribe baby, let's go for the build. And as always we start with beginners friendly approach for Thanos that doesn't know anything about Revenant or they trying to main it. Starting with the passive, shield depletion, create a shockwave 7.5 meters and knock down enemies. Really simple. First ability, you enthrall enemies making them fight for you, and when they die they create a damaging little vortexo, and this enthrall has a augment called Enthrall Pack to increase the damage of your primary weapon, and it's affected by ability strength. Now, Mesmer Skin is the best tanking ability in the game, where more strength, more stacks. Now, these stacks, every time you take a lethal blow that's going to kill you, you consume one stack, and you can like refresh Mesmer Skin ability even without depleting all these stacks. And there is an augment for Mesmer Skin. You can actually get 50% more Mesmer Skin stacks, and you can share it actually with your friends. Now, the third ability, Reave, you're going to reave through enemies, taking down their shield and HP percent base. Now, the fourth ability, Dance Macbear. This one will hit the enemies based on what they're vulnerable to. For example, if an enemy vulnerable to radiation, it will hit them with radiation, and so on and so on. And incoming damage is redirected back into the beam. And when you hit the mouse, like rifle, weapon, or whatever, you're going to start hitting faster at the cost of energy consumption. And here we are with the real deal, starting with the helmet ability that we're going to be using, Tempest Barrage instead of Reave. You can replace Macbear, up to you which one you really like. Now, Tempest Barrage, but just don't replace it instead of Mesmer Skin and Enthrall, huh? Alright, so, Tempest Barrage will rain corrosive damage. And when you equip the augment, you will rain viral. So think about this ability as armor stripping and priming enemies with viral in a huge area, depends on your range. And since we are talking about corrosive, we're gonna run 2 Emerald Darkon shards to reach 14 stacks instead of 10 on corrosive, meaning instead of 10, 80% armor strip, 14, 100% armor stripping those enemies out of their damage reduction. Simple as that. Now, we're gonna be running 3 Violet Archon Shards for 25% melee critical damage, and when energy is over 500, or okay, we have already 641, the damage boost is doubled. Now, of course, you would love to run them Tau Forced for more critical damage. Now, let's go in the build. Starting, Steel Charge, squad receives 60% melee damage, Nira's Anguish, Parkour, whatever, increase damage from slam attacks by 200%, it actually will be 100%, but because we have Nira Hatred and Nira Anguish together, we will have 200%. Umbrella Intensify for Strength, Stretch, Flow, Continuity, Transfortitude, Viral Tempest for our Tempest Barrage. So we have Corrosive and Viral same time, so we're not going to be spending time priming enemies with Viral to make their HP more vulnerable to damage. Okay, you get the point here. Ogre Reach for range, Strike for attack speed. It doesn't really matter, use whatever you really want here, but Arcane Fury, it's really a must-have. Okay, so that's it. We're going to be running 143 duration, 100 efficiency, 175% range, and strength. So how does exactly work, Hank? It's really simple. So let me summon the enemies and use the Tempest Barrage. As you can see, enemies will be armor stripped, and they will have the viral procced on them. They're primed and ready for our finisher. slam blow. And if you know anything about my channel, that I want you always to use things that you understand. That's why I take my time and explain them for you so you don't blindly copy paste. Now, why Magistar? Magistar Evolution 1, reach 6 combo and then heavy attack using the button in the mouse wheel to activate incarnate form, increase initial combo and wind up speed. 100% melee damage, 30 initial combo, which is really good because you will recover faster from heavy attacks or slam attacks. Heavy attack, wind up speed, sprint speed, parkour. Evolution 2, we're gonna be using the Edge of Justice, increase base damage by 100 with melee weapon equipped, 40% attack speed. Evolution 3, 100% slam radius. Now we got the Evolution 4, increase base critical chance by 16% and increase base critical damage multiplier by 1x, means it's a multiplicative increase of critical damage. Now for the build, we're gonna be running as follows: Shattering Storm, Blood Rush, more combo, more crit, Primal Smite Orkin for multiplicative damage against faction, Seismic Wave, 200% melee slam with the two mods we have, the two slam mods we have in our Warframe. Now we're running 400% increase on melee slam damage. This is crazy. Sacrificial Steel for critical chance, and when heavy attacks, you will have 2 times, and that's what we're going to do, heavy attacks. Primed Fever Strike, Organ Shatter, and Gladiator Might, Shocking Touch. This is a corrosive smashing build, and Melee Crescendo. Melee Crescendo on finisher kill, gain 5 initial combo for the rest of your mission. Means if you have 12 combo multiplier, after you do a lot of finishers, you will have them all the mission. Just you have to wait until they like refill. Okay, simple as that. Now, how are you going to feel your combo? Now let me take my baby Nautilus, because he will one-shot any enemy that you see. Okay, because that's really powerful. If you missed the Verglass build, check it out in the channel. Let me summon level 1 enemy for the sake of the video. But how are we gonna do finishers? We're gonna be using Vazarin. Now Vazarin is known for the ground finisher. When you cast the second ability, you're gonna put them like this, ragdolled, and you can press X on them. X, remember, X, guys. Don't do just normal melee attacks. X, and you're going to start finishing them in the ground and collecting your combo. That's going to be for the rest of your mission as well, and the same thing that you're going to do when you are in a mission. Now as you can see, we're already 12, but it's not exactly 12. It should be like less, like 9 already. Okay, let's collect more enemies right here, so you have an idea how much enemies actually take for you to reach a 12 combo multipliers. I think now we are at 12 combo. And boom. After you fill your combo, there is something you need to learn. What is it? That when you perform a slam, there is this slam. Okay, you see, this is a same thing. Like I'm doing like normal attacks, but I'm jumping, and then I'm just like doing normal attack, and it will slam, but it will not consume my combo. But that's not what we want. What we want is we jump and use a heavy attack. So you see, it consumed my combo. Now it's refreshing because crescendo. All right, look at that. Okay, so that's the point. Now we're going to test without armor stripping and proccing viral on enemies. Okay, so here we go. Boom. 4 million, 3 million. Let's do it one more time. Waiting for the combo to come back. 9, 10, 11, 12, and here we go. Boom. 6 million-ish and stuff like that. Now, when we make those enemies armor strip and more, like prime it for viral, more damage to their HP. Let's check what's gonna happen. Alright, here we go! 249 million. We don't joke around, baby, here. Alright, let's go. One more time. Boom, 275 million and stuff like that. And it will kill any enemies in your way. There is no enemy will stand a chance. Okay, here we go. Waiting for them to armor strip. And shkaboom! Yes, that's what exactly we're talking about right now. And when it comes to companion, we're going to be using the Nautilus Prime as a sentinel. Now, Nautilus Prime build, there you go. Cordon to pull enemies, Manifold to pull more enemies, Tenacious Bond for the critical damage, and Reinforced Bond for fire rate, Duplex Bond to summon the copies, and with Verglass, the most powerful sentient weapon in the game right now. You need the Revenant to reach the 50% critical chance, and you're good to go. But the thing is, what's the good thing about Verglass in our synergy? Because we modded it for Blast. Now what Blast does, because Blast got reworked lately, Blast deals 30% of base damage after 1.5 seconds as an explosion at 10 stacks or on death. Stacks deal their damage simultaneously to enemies with 5 meter while staggering them. So it's going to be play a role of CC and so on. But remember that Nautilus will pull in enemies, and Blast will actually with 10 stacks, and when we one shot with our hammer, we will kill that target with 10 stacks, and it will spread it to those enemies that's near a buyer. Let me show you. Here we are. So what our Nautilus will do exactly, we'll start attacking those enemies, all right, and proccing the blast. And now since we're gonna be using our Vazarin, enemies will be pulled together, right? And don't forget you have cordon as well, just didn't want to wait for it, and you're gonna be one-shotting enemies like so. So that blast will spread and deal damage to those enemies simultaneously, like the description said. Okay, so our Nautilus will attack them. They're gonna be pulled with cordon, just didn't want to wait for it, and then we're gonna be armor stripping them, and boom, 232 million. But that's not all. There is something else that we're going to be using, which is Operator. Operator, we're going to be using Magus Anomaly. What Magus Anomaly does, when we transference in and out, we're going to be pulling enemy in and out. As you can see, right there. Okay, so Magus Anomaly coming in and out from your Operator will create some sort of vortex, okay, and pulling enemies to our what? To our Tempest Barrage. Okay? You see what I'm talking about? They're even dead without anything, like, really. Look at that. Like, putting them in, and then jumping, and boom. 230, 270 million. And that's not it. We are gonna be using the Magus, what? Magus Agres, baby. Magus Agres, what it does exactly, you're gonna have increased heavy blade critical damage after Warframe melee transference. So we was doing around 270 million-ish, right? So now, if I go right here, and then armor strip them really quick, okay? And then, and then we just, kaboom, 542 million. Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so I mean, they're not even surviving my Nautilus. This is crazy. This is crazy. Let me summon more enemies. I'm sharing with you guys the ultimate power, so bear with me. This thing is really important. I cannot skip them, so you understand what's going on. There you go. 491 million. One more time. Here we go. This guy's armor stripped. And boom, 547 million. And that's how you're gonna be reaching damage cap eventually. But now, you already saw on the speedrun that this build is capable of one-shotting Thrax at level cap. Okay, and actually let me summon some Thrax for the sake of the video. Level 225. I mean, there is nothing to prove, it's already killed level cap and you already saw. But for the sake of the video, armor stripping those Thraxes, and then kaboom, and they're all dead. Just you're gonna be a bit slow with Vazarin when it comes to killing them on this form, but you're good to go. Don't worry about it. I know what I'm talking about. Now, this build is not capable only of doing Cascade. This build is capable of doing anything in the game. So that's why we're gonna go for Survival to show you how powerful this build can be when it comes to camping and like one-shotting everything in the game. Let's go. And here we are in Void Mode. As always, you activate your Mesmer skin to stay alive, and then all the enemies that comes, you want to use your second ability on your Vazarin, and then you perform finishers until you have that juicy 12 combo multiplier. Just keep doing that, same thing. And after you get the combo that you need, which is 12 of course, then you want to cast the Tempest Barrage right here, and then you're gonna start Magus Anomaly like so, and then you want to do a melee transference, means you go to your Operator and then you perform a melee, so the Magus Agres is active, and then you jump in the air and you give them your blessings. Let's go. Simple as that. Let's go. Magus Anomaly and our Tempest Barrage. Bringing them all in, baby. All in. We have a life support system we need to take care about. Look at that. They're not even surviving. They're not even surviving that. Look at that. Boom. 511 million. Easy. And that's what you're gonna keep doing, baby. Mesmer scan, but why Revenant? Why Revenant? Why not other frame hang? Because we all know Revenant is so comfortable and easy to play, okay? So you don't have to run around, worried about your shield gate, worried about if you're going to die, and any of that sort of things. All you have to do is really simple. Magus Anomaly, Tempest Barrage, jump in the air, here you go. Millions of crit, and eventually you'll be capping, baby. Let's go. Pulling in enemies. Magus Anomaly, Magus Anomaly. Now, why I'm spamming Magus Anomaly like so? I'm spamming Magus Anomaly like so you can actually wait for that 12 combo multiplier juice, and at the same time, they're getting primed with your Tempest Barrage. You get the point here. So now I think the game cannot be more easy than this, and this is like, I think, one of my best like synergy creation so far. Look at that, 500. That's a half a billion, baby. That's a half a billion in the damage. We don't talk about the other damages that's happening in the same time and whatever, alright? We're just talking about that damage that you see right there. I mean, enemies, I cannot even catch them to kill them. They're just dying from my Virglas, and they're dying from the Tempest Barrage, because this is so powerful. These enemies are too weak for this amount of power, man. I mean, imagine hitting these enemies with 500 million shit, bro. They're not gonna be able to survive that. Mesmer Skin, as always, has to be active so you don't die. So you are playing at ease and you keep smashing them. Let's go for the Acolyte. But before the Acolyte, I think we have Vor as a guest, and of course we're gonna one-shot him like any other enemy in the game. Now, the Acolyte is a bit late for his flight, but yeah, we're here for you, the Acolyte, waiting for the spawn, and we're just gonna keep doing the same thing to these enemies until you spawn, Acolyte. I challenge you into a duel. Oh, here we are, come here, Misery. Let me show you the real Misery. Where are you? There you go. He's gone, baby. And that's what I'm talking about. And by this we reach the end of our video. I want to say special thanks for everyone been supporting this channel by viewing, liking, donating, or being a member or a special VIP member. Big love to you all. Really, I'm honored to have you guys. Don't forget to join our Discord, link in the description. Like, sub, to supporting the algorithm. And I'll see you guys next time.
I am not a king, I am not a god, I am Hunkpain.